Yeah, good morning, everyone. So we had seen Friday US market shown a good trend of positiveness, and even today morning Asian markets are also indicating quite a bit positive trends, mainly driven by expectations of inflation figure tomorrow uh, in the US market, wherein month on month inflation is expected to decline by 0.1%, though year on year it will be expectation is increase of around 8%. Last month it was 8.5%. So some pull off expected in inflation, which may lead to which is leading to some positiveness in the different market. Apart from that, commodity market are seeing some positive trend, wherein oil same time last Friday it is up by almost around $2, and iron ore is up by around 3%, and steel is up by around 0.5% in today's morning trade in China. So overall trend seems positive. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you. So, good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Today, the market is likely to expected to open on a flattish note, and we like to witness some sideways momentum during the day. On the technical front, from the last two trading sessions, we are witnessing that the Nifty is facing a strong resistance of 17,900 levels on the closing basis, which gives some sort of a cautious sign. Any move about that level will extend this pullback rally towards 18,000, 18,100 levels on the higher side. Whereas on a downside, 17,750, 17,700 will act as a support level. Once if it's break that support level, then the selling pressure is likely to be intensified, which might take a Nifty towards 17,640 to 17,600 levels on the downsides. Coming towards the bank Nifty for today intraday purpose, 40,750 is the first resistance zone. Any move above that level, we are likely to witness some positive momentum towards 41,000 levels. Whereas on a downside, 40,300 and 40,000 will act as a crucial support level on the bank Nifty front. Coming towards the Nifty Finance Services, 18,100, 18,200 levels are the resistance level for these indices. On the flip side, 17,900, 17,800 will be the support level for this particular indices. The overall view will remain positive as long as Nifty sustains above 17,700 level. If it breaks that level, then we are likely to witness some profit bookings at the higher levels. So hold your long positions if you're having any, but with the strict stop losses. I think that's it from my end. I request derivative guys to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. On the derivative front, looking at the overall position, see, we continue to hold that index is headed upwards. The data is still not negative. VIX also very importantly has come down from 19.5 to about 17 and a half odd levels, which is a very big positive. If this goes down below 15, you will see a linear rally which can take Nifty higher, even above the 18,500 levels if this comes in. But that's in the future. At this point of time, 17,950, 18,000 levels are important resistances on the upside, with the highest open interest being at 18,000 call strikes. Now, a good thing to note is there is some liquidation which has happened at the 18,000 call strike, and there are chances, as Nifty moves towards the 18,000 levels, there is very likely that this 18,000 might be broken, because you have started to see liquidation going on, and 18,500 being the call strike, the next call strike where additions are happening. 17,500 put has the highest open interest amongst puts, and they are likely, in any fall, this is likely to be a very strong support on the downside. From the stock specific front, overall, when you see, the banks continue to do well. As I said, IT did pretty well on Friday. Very likely, IT sector is going to continue its momentum and move upwards. Even auto sector looks very good because some additions of long positions have been seen in certain stocks, and some shorts have been covered in major stocks like Maruti, Hero Motors. So these are the stocks which can witness good amount of buying action going forward. So look out for the same. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. Bank of India has reported a asset classification divergence for last year, whereby the net profit which they had earlier declared was 3,400 crores, and now it has come down to 2,200 crores. So almost a 1,200 crore reduction. So that is negative for Bank of India. And Tata Motors has given positive commentary on both their commercial vehicle and electric vehicle segments. So on the CV side, they are saying that government's investment in infrastructure, continued demand and rising consumption, as well as end user segments like e-commerce. These are the tailwinds that industry is facing, while on the headwind side, inflation and rising interest rates are also there. But overall, company is seeing good double-digit growth for current year, and fleet utilization are continuously rising, and that is reflecting in the increasing transporter confidence index. Uh, Company will be launching the electric version of Tiago later this month. Tiago EV would be the company's third product in the electric space, following Nexon and Tigor. Overall, company will introduce 10 electric vehicles spread across segments and price brackets over the next 5 years. So this is positive for Tata Motors. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Reddington India is to offer the latest Apple INC products, the iPhone 14 and 14 Plus, in over 4,000 retail locations across the country, for which the company has partnered with HDFC Bank to offer various schemes. Besides smartphones, Reddington would also sell a different series of Apple Watch and AirPods Pro. This is positive to Reddington. Thank you.
Yeah, Suntech Realty has acquired a land in JDA of around 7.25 acre in Mira Road. The total development in this particular land parcel will be of around 2.5 million square feet, and the value of realization from this land parcel sale will be around 3,000 crores. So this looks positive for Suntech Realty. Apart from that, PI industry has clarified that they are not in any way talk with Granules India to acquire that company. The news which got spread on Friday was more of a rumor, and there is no validity in that news. So maybe some positiveness for PI industry, and maybe some negative for Granules because of this news. Then Reliance Industry has said that they had acquired polyester business of Sublakshmi Polytex. That is for around 1,500 crores. Means nothing so exciting for Reliance Industry. It's such neutral for Reliance Industry. Apart from that, we met the management of Jindal Stainless Limited, and no doubt in near term there could be some headwind, but the long-term outlook is positive for the company. What company has indicated for the current year is that the volume will decline by around 6-7% from last year of around 1.71 million ton, and EBITDA per ton is also likely to be lower at 18,000 ton. Though Q1 they were having EBITDA per ton of around 22,000 rupees. So Q2 seems to be comparatively weak for this quarter. So at such a near term, we may see some softness in prices of share price of Jindal Stainless Limited. But long term seems quite positive as stainless steel industry grows faster than the iron and steel industry. Apart from that, company is already under process of increasing its capacity by almost around 1 million ton. Current capacity is at around 1.8 million ton. So there is a substantial capacity which is likely to increase, and this is likely to come up in by year end. So that will act as a positive for the company in volume terms. Though it will take some time to ramp up because the demand, being the dominant player, Jindal Stainless in India is a dominant player and almost enjoying around 40-50% market share in the total sales of stainless steel. So it will take some time to ramp up, but the investment has already been is likely to get over in near term, and the benefit of that is likely to come over a period of time. The crucial thing is that in earlier times, before COVID and all, company used to do EBITDA margin of around 13,000 and all. But what management had is indicated that because of all these cost initiatives and various steps which company has taken to improve the margin, now the average base margin is at around 17-18,000, and this has increased not because of the industry but because of the internal efficiency which the company has brought in. So if we assume uh, uh, better near utilization of the company's capacity to around 80-90%, and assuming that if the company do EBITDA of around 17-18,000, then the opportunity seems quite big for the company. The stock can move to around 250 to 30, 260 levels from current level of 132. So the long-term outlook continue to remain positive for Jindal Stainless Limited. No doubt, near term in Q2 results are weak, and the prices are also more of has declined during the last quarter. So impact of the same will be visible. So near term stock may remain sideways to decline, but long term with a view of 2 year, the stock looks quite positive. So any major decline in the stock can be used to accumulate this stock with a long term view.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Now commodity, gold prices are likely to test higher levels. 50,000, 51,000 on higher end. So buying is advised as long as it is holding above 50,300. One can buy around 50,400 to 350 with a stop loss below 50,000. 200 and can test 50,000, 51,000 on higher end. Silver also looks attractive. One can buy around 54 800 to 700 levels and with a stop loss of 54 200. Prices are likely to test 55 700 to 56,000 on higher end. Crude oil, we expect that if prices hold and sustains above 68 30 levels, then we might see levels of 7,000 testing the resistance area of 7,000. So one should wait and watch in crude. If it is holding 68.30, then only we can initiate a buy. Natural gas looks positive. Can buy around 640 with a stop loss below 630. Prices are expected to test 655, 660 on higher end. So buying in natural gas is recommended. Metals, however, we feel that likely to witness profit taking. So selling copper around 655, 657 is a good level to short. Prices can test 647 to 646 on lower end. Zinc also, we are seeing that 284 seems to be a good support area. So if holds above 284, one can initiate a buy with a small stop loss. And again, the prices are kept in 292, 294 levels. So buying in zinc also, as long as holding about 284. That's it from me. Ria should take over from here.
Good morning, everyone. So, on the currency front, we have week ahead full of data. Uh, US CPI inflation will be released tomorrow, and it will provide a clear picture for the Fed as to decide the quantum of the rate hikes. However, 75 bips rate hike uh, is something that we are considering that Fed can go ahead with. Inflation data is likely to see a cool off from the 8.5% to around 8.28% for the US. There is also UK inflation data that is scheduled for the week. Bank of England has pushed back its monetary policy decision by a week to September 22. There also the expectation is that instead of doing 25 bips rate hike, they might go for a higher quantum of 50 to 75 bips increase into their rates. Uh, uh, as far as currency market open is concerned, there is a USD INR opened with a quite volatile tech testing 80.07 to 79.70 in the opening. I think it will test 79.87, 79.98 in today's session, and one can go long into USD INR by keeping the SL at 79.60. For the other pairs, because the inflation numbers is uh, for the US is anticipated to cool off, but still it's quite above the 2% benchmark for the Fed. And there is a possibility that Fed might go for a 75 bips rate hike. This widens the interest rate spread between the US and the Japan, and the same effect is seen into the today's open into USD JPY as well as JPY INR. It has opened with the gap down. 55.86 is a very important support. If it breaches that, it can again head towards the level of 55.50. So look out for that level. Otherwise, 56 will remain as an important resistance, and breakout above the same will lead the pair towards 56.25. Uh, for Euro INR, one can go long into Euro INR above the level of 80.52 for a target of 80.72 with stop loss at 80.36. For USD, for GBP INR, look for a breakout of 92.75 in order to go long. If the pair gives a breakout to the same, it could head towards 92.99. So one can go long above the level of 92.75. Keep a SL at 92.55. So that's all on the currency front. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.